Yo, this is a quick tip guide for Rune Removal Day. What do you need to do for Rune Removal Day? Tomorrow, 1st April, it's gonna be Rune Removal Day. And I got a few tips that I want to give you guys to make sure that you're prepared for the Rune Removal Day. Because you need to make sure you have a plan, that's the most important. And when you have a plan, you can do a lot more on that day than you can do if you don't have a plan. So, first tip of the day is make a plan. What do you need to do when you're making a plan? Well, it's not that hard actually. It's the first thing you need to do is define your teams that you want to use. So what do we need teams for then? Well, we need teams for a various thing. First we have arena defense. This is my current team. This is what I use right now. And you have to define what you want to use. When you make a team, try to have a tactic behind it. I'll talk about my tactic real quick. I got Draco hits because he has a leader skill that gives me enough HP, and Darien will benefit from that, and both Iona and Belladon will get more tanky from that. He has immunity and his despair set, so he could provide a few stuns. Then we got Belladon and Darien. They both have defense break. I want that because I actually bank on Belladon and Darien getting one defense break on and then get multiple turns, because they're both on violent. And Iona is there just to prolong the fight with revives and trying to keep my team in the game. So my plan is basically to get violent procs to get a kill. Otherwise I won't kill anything. Draco is the fastest, then Belladon, then Iona, then Darien. Darien is also the highest damage dealer. So this is my plan, but I'm gonna change this. But this was last month's defense and it did relatively okay. Second, what maybe is really important right now is guild battle defense. Right now I run, this is my two defenses. I'm not happy about them. Why? I don't think they're good enough. First of all, this is what I had runed up and was, in my opinion, the best thing I could do. First defense was the immunity from Draco, making everyone go because it has an attack case boost, and both Amon and Darien benefit a lot from having more HP because they gain more damage. And all these units are, Draco is not on violent, but his first skill lets him move more often, and the other two are on violent. So this is actually a defense that if I get lucky, I might win the game. Or I just take out one unit, that's also fine, because then the enemy has less. The second team is a little bit less on the damage side, but I got Jameer for the speed, and then I got Belladon and Iona, and they all benefit from having Jameer reset stuff. So what I want to do here is defense break and then hope the Jameer can do some decent damage on the unit. But also this is mostly based on violent procs, so it could go wrong. It could go wrong. I don't think I got attacked. Well, I got a draw. I got one draw, that's it. Right now I can't really see anything else. And then we got obviously dungeon teams. So when you define your team, your teams, then you have to think about, okay, I got my defense teams, right? You know what you want to use. For example, for me, units that I want to use for defense is my Vermos, my Iona, Belladon, Darien, Draco. Those are units that I want to use on defense. So those units will need to get the best runes, because defense is the hardest thing to rune. And then you have to think about offense. Since offense is also different kind of runes, you can always you can rune up like the offense units with the best runes as well, but not with the best HP runes, because defense units for me are definitely linked to HP. For my offense, for example, I need to define my offense team. I have a really defensive offense team most of the time, but units that are part of it quite often lately are, for example, Verdeil, Remagos, and sometimes Arnold. So these three pop up a lot more often, and sometimes my Sigmarus. So these units I will need to rune properly so I can start using them. Right now, for example, my Verdial and my Arnold are not optimal, but that's more in the upgrades than the runes. But I might be able to get some different runes on them, because I probably have a rune somewhere that is despair. For example, no, this is not a good example. I only see this. No, Jesus Christ! I only see this rune right now that I could use, but I don't think I'm gonna use that on Arnold. But this is a thing that I could switch out. So that's my second tip basically. First, make a plan. The second tip is define your units, what you're gonna use, and then while you're defining them, try to make team compositions and do this for Guild Wars and Arena Defense. You need to have a plan there. That's what I kind of showed in the Guild Wars. What I was saying, what my idea behind the defense was. You kind of have to have something like that. Because if you don't, then it probably is not going to work. Because synergy is really important. Okay, then the third tip that I want to give is try to fix some of the broken units. Fix some minor mistakes or minor imperfections, more likely, because they're not always mistakes. What do I mean by that? I will tell you. Example, I got Darien. I want to rune Darien on Violent. I did that. But now I got a Rage and a Fatal rune. Now these are both big sets, so it's going to be pretty tough to fix that. I cannot really easily get like revenge on him. That's pretty hard. But if I would take off all my Violent runes, I probably could make a different kind of set for Darien, where I could maybe get revenge in. Not sure, but maybe that's a possibility. So this is something you need to make sure about, that you try to do that, because getting the full set is pretty good. Like if you can do that, that's pretty good. If you cannot, it's not a big deal. But for me, it's gonna be something that I'm gonna try to do. Also, try to figure out what types of rune sets you want to use. For example, one of my biggest changes that I'm gonna make is my Vermos. Right now I have him on Violent Focus. I think it's a great set, but my Violent runes are like not that great. They're just meh. And then the Focus runes are not that great either. But I know I have Megan. Megan is Swift. And I got a Speed rune on Focus. An HP rune and an accuracy rune. This I will replace by HP for Vermos, but I will take these runes and put them on Vermos, and probably take one. I don't even know if I have a Swift rune on that set, but I'll probably try to find another Swift rune, or I switch something around that my focus runes are a bit different, but I'm gonna probably rune Ifrit with Swift focus. Why did I change it to Swift? Well, I decided because I think Swift actually works better for him. At first I wanted Violent for sure, but now I think Swift might be better, because what he's good at is removing debuffs. That's what he's there for. That's why I want to use him. So I'm gonna do that. So he gets more turns faster. I don't care if he gets 2 or 3 turns. I just want him to remove 1 debuff. That's fine if he can do that fast. Like if I could reach 200 speed, he could maybe remove 2 buffs before the other guys attack again. Considering there's a speed tower and all that. So yeah, that's what I want to do. So there were the quick 3 tips. that I want to give you for rune removal day. Have a plan, define your teams, and try to min-max all your runes. So try to take off like everything and then re-rune your best units and to make them the best. If you end up with like a few units unruned that you are normally not using that often, that's not bad. For example, my Amon, I don't use him that often, but I could take off his runes and try to figure out if I can do something more beneficial for my team, and then just don't use Amon for a while. So that's that is the 3 tips that I want to give you. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope it is useful for you guys. And if there's any question about how to prepare for rune removal day, feel free to ask me. But also you should check out Childish channels, because he also made something about rune removal day, and I watched it and I thought it was pretty interesting, and I thought he mentioned some good points. I just wanted to mention a few points myself as well. I think we overlapped a little bit, but I did explain it in an other way than he did, and he was a bit more detailed in some of the situations, so I just suggest you to watch both videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.